Well, for more, let's go live to Tokyo and speak to our correspondent, Michael Penn. Michael, was this an expected victory for Fumio Kishida's party?
No, it wasn't. The ruling party did lose 15 seats, so they didn't gain ground by any means, but they had a very, very solid majority going into the election. But almost all analysis had expected a much deeper loss by the ruling party and potentially even falling below a simple majority. Certainly, the Prime Minister of Japan is celebrating today because he did much better than most people thought he would do.
So, what are the big challenges facing him now that he's confirmed his power, I suppose, with this majority?
Well, one of his ongoing struggles is actually within the ruling party, where he hasn't been a particularly strong prime minister in terms of his leverage against those who helped put him in power. So the fact that he has now led the party to a larger majority than expected means that he now has a certain amount of power in his own hands, and he has to kind of try to drive his own agenda. Some of that is about creating more economic equality, and some of it is more sort of a more moderate foreign policy, which are issues in which he's going to get a lot of resistance from the more conservative wing of his party. So the biggest challenge for him, perhaps, is simply to try to really assert himself within the ruling party and to push some of his own, Kishida agenda through, which before the election didn't look too likely to happen.
What about recovering from the COVID-19 pandemic? Is that still going to be one of the uphill battles he'll be facing?
It's hard to say because at the moment, actually, the daily number of COVID cases in Japan is about the lowest it's been in a year. The major fifth wave, which had more cases than ever before, has now completely subsided. So the big question is, will there be a sixth wave? And obviously he could get in trouble if there is a big sixth wave. But at the moment, the sailing is kind of clear on that as well. And Japan has also made a lot of progress on its vaccination rates. So at the moment, the COVID situation looks better than it's looked in a long time.
Okay, Michael Penn in Tokyo. Thank you.